I think by the time he painted the self-portrait, he probably felt he really had arrived, and it's a very flattering self-portrait. And Turner didn't like his own appearance. He was quite short, quite rough in his manners, strong Cockney accent, which he never got rid of, never wanted to get rid of it. He was very pushy, very self-assertive, very ambitious, but he had the talent to go with it.
If you make a allegiance to the rules of art as established by the great masters,
Reynolds pointed Turner towards certain painters who he regarded were models of great painters.
but the practice of the Frenchman Claude alone is to be adopted.
He would recommend the 17th century French painters, Claude in particular. Claude was regarded as the absolute master of light in landscape.
Claude painted classical scenes of gods and nymphs frolicking in nature. Ironically, it would be Claude, a painter of a mythical past, who would inspire Turner to paint the industrial Britain of the 19th century.
Turner certainly loved Claude's paintings. There's a famous story of him as a young man going to a collector's house and seeing paintings by Claude and bursting into tears. He said, "So got a paint like that." But of course, as time went by, he did paint like that. He started to think about how he could apply the lessons of Claude's art to something appropriate to his own age.
This of a Claude. Young women bathe in a pastoral setting. Looks in every way like a Claude. Except this is not the mythical past. It's Devon in 1815. And the Industrial Revolution is about to transform the landscape.
If you look very, very carefully, you'll see an enormous water wheel, and this is the wheel for Gunnerslow Gold Mine, which was the biggest copper mine in the world at the time. So he paints this picture of the most Claudian scene you can find in England, as though he were a modern Claude, but unlike Claude, he includes in the middle of it a scene of modern industries.
Years later, and Turner's hint of an industrial Britain becomes an onslaught. A Claudian seaport transformed into the fires and furnaces of modern Britain.
It's the most resolutely industrial scene of coal being loaded on board a ship to be taken from Northumbrian coalfields to the rest of Britain.
This is a moonlight scene, but this is modern industry on the time. Industry never stops. It's a 24-hour productive effort, and this is about industrial might. These are the reasons that the England that Turner lives in has become that very place. It's because industry is a transforming factor in the world, and this picture is a response to that.
I think Turner was very excited by this kind of progress, and also its potential for him as an artist to make pictures. Keelman is a modern British equivalent of a classical broad seaport. It's a tradition brought up to date.
Claude's seaport paintings were very distinctive because you were invariably looking to the source of light, the sun, and you had parallel lines going off towards a vanishing point, and that was what called a structure. And the structure that he uses for this very, very modern subject is essentially the Claudian structure. To Reynolds,
middle of the 19th century is no longer people with myths and gods. It's people with industry and people who work in it.
But this momentous scene could never have existed without one pursuit that had dominated the age. Science.
Irfan Khan, that's absolutely beautiful. As a girl taking art from my GCS, I can confidently say that you have given me inspiration. Good luck for the future and well done for your hard work. Bye. Thank you, Irfan Khan. Thank you.
Divide between art and science like there is today. They shared the same building.
The intellectual world is much smaller. You meet at the same parties, you discuss the same ideas, you go to the same salons. There wasn't this separation of cultures between the arts and sciences. So that, on one side of the wall there might be painters having a dinner, and 2 rooms down the corridor there might be a scientific lecture going on.
We have reason to look upon the sun as the most magnificent big globe, possessed of an atmosphere in which luminous clouds ever vary.
In April 1801, just as Turner was hanging his next big seascape, on the other side of the wall of the Royal Society, legendary astronomer William Herschel was giving a lecture on the sun.
In order to obtain as intimate a knowledge of the sun, it is obvious that the first step must be to become well acquainted with all of the phenomena that appear on its surface. Openings, flecks, ridges, nodules, crankers, shallows, dimples, and punctures.
Herschel's lecture on the sun was published immediately, and it was at this point that Turner also began to look at the sun in a new way. Even here in this most Claudian of landscapes is evidence of the latest scientific thinking. Young women dance around celebrating a new harvest. It looks like another clue, except for one thing: the sun.
There are many examples in Turner throughout his life of new science triggering ideas. In a sense, Herschel allows the way Turner paints the sun in the macro. Without Herschel's observations, Turner might not really think that was the trigger.
If you look closely at the picture, it does seem to have incorporated ideas that were announced. The way the paint is actually applied, or sort of reaching it, seems to be taking Herschel's discovery and manifesting it in paint.
Muzamil Shah. Hello, Muzamil Shah. Hello, good morning. Thank you.
Claude would paint the sun as a yellow disc hanging in the sky. Turner paints slashes of little sharp lines.
Turner is noted throughout his career for making the sun a very physical object, of using impasto, which is thick paint that sticks up. If you look at a canvas sideways, it will stick up like a boss of a shield, to bring the sun as a physical object very much closer to the spectator's attention.
For the first time in painting, I think we can say, he sees the sun as a real object, as something that you simply cannot look at without closing your eyes. We are being blinded by that sun.
When I was a boy, I used to lie for hours on my back watching the skies, and then go home and paint them. And there was a stall in Soho Bazaar where they sold drawing materials, and they used to buy my skies. They gave me 1 shilling 6pence for the small ones, and 3 shillings 6pence for the larger ones. There's many a young lady who's got my sky for her drawing. Turner's sketchbook from 1804 contains a record of the stages of an eclipse. But it's not just the heavens that were being analysed. Turner was absorbing developments in the understanding of the weather. In December 1802, a young Quaker called Luke Howard gave a lecture to a small group of scientists in London. It would become a landmark moment in the creation of modern meteorology.
My talk this evening is concerned with what may strike some as an uncharacteristic way in practical subject. He decided to give this talk on the subject of geopolitics and he had no idea that this lecture from amateur science
was going to make him famous.
Musahil Shah. Sir, did you really wake up so early? Or your time slot is different? I think we are ahead by like 3 hours because it's already 11 a.m. here in the Philippines. Chuck, at BMD, what is that you're drawing with? It looks like a toothbrush. Yeah, this is sponge applicator. It's originally used for pan pastels, but I like to use it with charcoal as well because it blends really well, but at the same time, the charcoal that it grabs can be used to other places of the globe.
Because everybody did, and it was used in artist manuals already by the 1810s and 20s.
Hereafter I shall estimate the force of the wind according to the following scale. Northward, calm. 1. Faint breeze or just not a calm. 2. Light air. The sun was being mapped, the clouds classified, and in 1806 a ship's captain called Francis Beaufort measured the wind. Gentle, steady gale.
He came up with a fantastically simple idea. Instead of simply having a list of wind strengths from 1 light breeze to 12 hurricanes, why not measure the effects that those winds have on the sails of a ship? That was a brilliant insight. It used a visual sign for creating a new way of understanding weather. And Beaufort's scale, it's been amended a little bit, but essentially it's still with us.
Southwest 527, becoming cyclonic gale 8 or severe gale 9, occasionally storm 10 in Portland and Plymouth.
Well, you can't look at a painting by Turner and say, well, that was a showery day in 1831. But what you can look at Turner's paintings and see is a fascination with the weather, which is what everybody was feeling at that time.
The root of that feeling is what philosophers call the sublime. An obsession with the powerful forces of nature. It was the big idea for Turner and other romantic painters in the early 1800s.
The Sublime was a category of art which represented nature at its most terrifying and intimidating. Turner was fascinated with those aspects of nature that showed how fragile human life was, and this was a common romantic theme.
Hello, Batraman.
The idea that we humans are in awe of what the natural world can do with the volcanoes and hurricanes and floods and vast expanses, all of that.
The category was defined in 1757 by the philosopher Edmund Burke, and Edmund Burke set out to explain why it was that we should be fascinated by things in pictures that would terrify us if we encountered them in real life.
It's beautiful, capable of a lot of different types of beauty, but also something symbolic.
of physical experience. So look at this view of the patch of Richmond Hill, looking out over towards Windsor. I see something that's my present, but also an epic past experienced by billions of people. I think that potential of the magnificent tent as something that could be inspiring as what Turner lived into it. Whether it really is inspiring, whether it's just a matter of fact everyday experience. Well, that's the art of it. It's going to raise it up to a great level. He painted this very scene a couple of times directly, and this time indirectly. Bits of the trees appear in many pictures by him, expressing classical themes, historical themes, or just the beauty of the everyday landscape. When he painted the picture England, Richmond Hill on the Prince Regent's birthday, using this as a backdrop, the mood then was war and peace. England had just come to the end of the 20-year war with France. Everyone, including Turner, lived in daily anxiety of invasion by the French. Now that anxiety was lifted, and it was time, as the painting appears to express, for celebration. So if I were to walk down those steps now into that image, we're walking into a scene capable of a multitude of different symbolic meanings. Here is Turner's painting, England, Richmond Hill, and the Prince Regent's birthday. It's Turner's big public statement to the nation, showing them really what they want to see, this mood of celebration following the darkness of the war years, the war with Napoleon, now finally over. I think Turner is really bringing out all his skills learned as a teenager when he was a scene painter. It's more the artifice side of Turner's great expressive art than the reality side. Usually there's a tension between the two. Here he's pumping up the artifice.
The meaning Turner wants to get over is the great and the good at play, symbolising hope after war. The sublime dimension is the huge scale of the landscape. Hope and play go with royalty's awesomely limitless power. Turner gives all this a tangible feeling of the exaggerated contrast of light and shade.
If you were only seeing the mystic beauty of the royals or Western, civilizedly celebrated peace, it'd be a very different picture experience than it is. The light radiating out, seeming to be conveyed from those scene painting skills, the surface tends right up to the bottom. So a scenic view which seems slightly artificial, made believable by light, but also through this element of contrast, it's made very vivid by the beauty.
In reality, the public was not at all enchanted by royalty. They thought Prince Regent, soon to be George IV, was fat, debauched, extravagant, but he was also their figure, focus for their patriotism. Turner's idealization of royalty was all about magically transforming the ordinary into the extraordinary, the predictable into mysterious. Was Turner an artistic radical and a conservative royalist, or just an artist businessman hoping to get the attention of royalty and maybe gain a royal client? We can only ask. In fact, nothing is known about Turner's politics. It is known that he failed to sell this painting to anyone. It remained in his studio until he died. There was one favorite.
Ivan, nag-open na po kayo ng messenger. Ay, oo nga, hindi pa nga pala. Napuyat ako kagabi.
Long mountains, capped coast, messing up in Margaret. Time up in a holiday spot in London. as he'd been taken there on trips as a child. After he became depressed, his father's death in 1929, Turner was 54. Yes, Turner made breathtaking attraction. One of these streets, Market regularly to the caption was the scene, the place itself, the atmosphere, the view goes up. But there was also something else.
This
Was the attraction of Sinclair Booth, the lady who ran the building house where Turner stayed.
Ivan, pure charcoal naman yan. Oo, pure charcoal.
Pretty much young. They remained companions for the rest of Turner's life. He had a sort of particular relationship too, which didn't involve living with her all the time, visiting her now and then between trips abroad. Or sort of coping and regard for Mrs. Booth offered. All the reports we have of her are rather snobbish. Perhaps they say that she was common and she was a very level of Turner. She was too much of a lovely person. But what the relationship tells us about two sides of the personalities. Fantastic, poetic, visionary, romantic artist who, as a person, was rather normal. Short little no-nut-looking guy. Rather arty and in some ways perhaps a bit ridiculous. But he was certainly the man who, as far as he could, loved Mrs. Booth. No picture exists of Mrs. Booth, but she makes a striking impression on Turner's story anyway. From the sublime to the ridiculous, a sweetly ridiculous story of a romance between a genius of art and an illiterate woman. She called him Olden, she was in fact 25 years younger than him, and he called her dear. Whatever his true feelings were for her, Turner had no doubt about the role of emotion in his art and its link to colour. For years, Turner had been interested in new scientific experiments in colours.
May Armenta, beautiful job. I love it. Thank you so much. Chuck, thank you.
Maybe you could call the sunset timeless. Something like the spiritual. What do you mean by that?
I think we think of sunsets as spiritual because we think of light as affecting emotion very, very directly. There's probably very little in nature has quite as direct an effect on emotions as changing light. And the sunset is very dramatic light. The whole atmosphere is filled with very, very intense colour that changes quite fast. But when an artist is expressing something like those feelings through an image of the sunset, it's not just the literal fact of the sunset or the cliche of a sunset. It's all the powers that a painting is creating, constructed things.
Hello,
What is embodied.
Ralph. Hello, good morning.
It's very hard to put into words, actually, and nothing like as easy as glib as saying, marvellous sunset.
A sunset in reality and a sentimental idea of the beauty of sunsets are both different to Turner's actual rendition of sunsets, which are only partly observed in nature, also interpretation, selection, but they're also feelings. Moves the painter art to get an effect he has felt as much as he's actually seen.
Ralph. Yes.
Turner went
Parang malapit na siya
to
matapos.
London all through the 1830s. Memories of the national triumph, battles of Trafalgar and Waterloo were fading in that decade, and public life was dominated by political squabbles, by hatred for the weakness and dishonesty of the government. News of radicals and modernists agitating for progressive legislation. Riots regularly broke out over the price of bread. Turner, now old, eccentric, neither left wing nor right wing, was the solitary king of its moods, its expressive hands, and the society he lived in was giving him increasingly rich material for his gifts. The modern world offered him new opportunities for synthesis, real and the symbolic. One day, the very heart of government gave him a great subject. The kind of light he chose to express it was all-consuming radiance.
But when he has something violent and horrific, but also awesomely spectacular, you can't tear your eyes away. Burning down the House of Parliament. This is an event that actually happened on the night of October 16, 1834. For some unknown reason, both houses, the House of Lords and the House of Commons, caught fire. In a few hours,
Ralph, Kuya Bendy, hopefully pag uwi ko po, simulan ko na kungkulayan si anxiety. Nasa labas na ngayon.
colour evocations, so the sort of series of glimpses of what it was like. He rushed down there to the shore with students from the Royal Academy. They hired a boat, rowed down to the middle of the Thames, and Turner made a lot of pencil sketches of what he was seeing.
Valve. Oh, and one more thing. Yung inside that wall drawing ko po, kuya, sana makita niyo yung drawing ko. Sige, sige, mamaya.
Ngayong araw ng Miyerkules, makarating na muli ang pinag-aabuang pwesto sa Instant Spotlight at naghihintay ito sa susunod na kalamo na ililigtas 2 packs. Kung nakikita ka palang team mo unang araw mo, kasi yung unang araw pag-nag-top ng gawin yung unit sa second day. Pero sa second day, wala. Wala ko talaga yung first day. Kaya meron sa isa. Halika mo sa radio. Sa third day.
That is amazing. Dapat na naman today. Back to zero ang scores ng 4 na quarter-finalist. At ngayong araw, team song ng pamilya o mga kantang inaanay nila sa kanilang mga mahal sa buhay ang ating mapakikinggan.
Pero nagsaisa ka sa buhay pa. Yes, amazing.
Dahil Ichi,
Sabi ko, ako na to.
Two brother, where are you from? I'm from the Philippines.
Marami talaga kayo magkakapamilya na namimiss ang isa't isa, pero talagang nagtitiis na nagsasakripisyo tayo para makasiguro tayo hindi magkasakit at hindi lumala yung yung COVID, di ba? Ayun. So we feel, we felt this song, we felt your voice. Habang kumakanta ka, paganda talaga yung nanay mo. Kasi papugit niya rin ang papugit. Yeah! Wala ano na. Ang ganun pa na ako. At saka alam mo, dapat talaga iparamdam natin sa mga nanay natin, sa mga pagkakataon ko na ang ganda-ganda pa rin nila kahit anong nangyayari. Kasi di ba, yung mga nanay na yun, lalo kinakalit na gano'n. Kaya lalo na talaga nila kaya tsaka sa kay Birds, isama natin sila. Pero alam natin, mas wala kami mag-isip. Tapos sabi ko siya, yung parang lang yun ako, pag-ulan. Para masistem na araw-araw yung ginagawa mo sa hindi na ko naisip ko ng ulit. Pero sabi ko, oo nga, kami nga, ganito lang, pag-isip wala kami naisip. At ako yung mga tapos yun na lang talaga ang nakabalik sa buhay nila. Tapos, nakapag-isip ko na ano yung buhay para kumain yung mga anak kasi baka sabihin na yun na lang natin. Anak ko yung tatay kasama sa buhay. Di ba yung hindi pa sarap sa buhay nila? O yung pang wala sila dito ang lalagay sa dapat sa mas hindi pa rin mas mabuhay. Pero pinapagod yung mga namin at yung mga bagay na nakakapagay sa kanila. Kaya sa panahon ngayon, kahit mga mga namin, napapabayaan nila sa sarili nila. Feeling nila ang pangit nila, feeling nila ang losak na nila, feeling nila ang pangit na nila, feeling nila na lakot na sila. Pero kahit ano kung mangyari, masasabi naman din ng nanay, mahal na ako, napakaganda na. You are still the most beautiful woman in the world. Yung mga nanay natin, sila pa rin yung pinakamas kagandahan kayo sa receivers, sa receivers, at sa kung sino man nangalan ng beauty pageant, yung mga nanay natin, at totoong pinakamagandang nila. Just tell for moments, at wala ka doon. Get out of the Sino ang mas maganda sa nanay mo? Mas maganda yung nanay. Pangilimbak din ko ng buhay. Para sa iyo, yung nanay mo, may pinakamagandang panglabas at pagloob. Di ba ganyan daw, pag ikaw nagagawang pang sa hindi mo nila kung gusto mo nila mapansawa. Parang may mga ko. Di ba nila pinapangkay? Hinahanap nila yung thematic at nangyayari sa sila. Ganun ka din ba? Kaya, pati umiyak ka. Oo, because they're very with pride. Tsaka nakakabagod ng points mo. Alam mo, sa Miss Jaya na yun. Miss Jaya na ito. Kasi si Bibi, kasi kasi ano, totoo yung sinasabi mo yung
To brother, can you give your best advice to artists of the new generation? Find your style. Find the style of art that fits you, your personality. Because if you know what you want to do, the art style that you want, you will be a lot motivated to practice, to improve, to study about that particular style.
Ito, diba? Kaya, please, gumawa tayo ng effort to make our nanay feel special and to make our nanay feel beautiful again. Kasi nararamdaman mo talaga nila ang haggard nila, ang pangit nila. Eh, hindi sila haggard noon, hindi sila pangit noon. Hindi nila yung nararamdaman. Doon normal na at haggard, doon normal na, wala kang pandemya. Hirap na sila. Wala kang pakit ng pandemya. Pag-uwi na unang para sa kanay, tapos bilang bagyan, biglang gas-gas sa online school, tapos wala ka ng pagkain, wifi, diba? Tapos yung kapatid ng asawa niya pag sakit, yun ang kapatid niya, ulit natin yun, may problema din, diba? Sa labas ng bahay, sa loob ng bahay nila, sa labas ng bahay nila, hindi siya, basta natakot siya sa mga nila, sa COVID, kapag meron siya hindi na sila nakikita, hindi na nakikita. Kaya yung maraming natin, parang sinabi sa kanila, maganda pa dito kayo at kayo at kayo at pinakaganda. Kahit ano, ipagpawisan naman kayo kasi naman ang master mo. Namaan naman ang pinigil na sa pinigil at walang aircon, nakikita, nakikisa kayo, diba? Dahil sa akin, wala kang tikit. Pagod na kayo, i-appreciate. Maraming salamat po. Ang ganda niyo, ang ganda niyo talaga. Kayo ang way.
Ralph, kuya, you're right po ako and na-discover ko yung religious realism yung style ko po. Tapos ito ngayon, yung Disney actor ko, mag-drawing inside out. Besides, everyone has their own style naman po. Tama, tama.
Kasi nakakalimutan na natin. The moment you sign your mother, you are so beautiful. Kaya kailangan din sa beautiful sa mga kayo. Mother, you are so beautiful. You are so beautiful. Talaga na kayo. Nasa dapat lang. Ano ba kayo? Huwag kinasa mo. May karahin ako ang pumutok ka, pero pinakasa mo sa iba. Para wala sa iyo yung camera. Ito yung
Both decide to try.
next na lang ba? Sila ayaw ko. Ayaw mo sa diba? Ano ka naman yung natin? Maybe your sister or child. At wala natin makakita pa. Diba? Kaya may ganito para sa akin. Kahit weekend or ano. Meron ka bang pero may special song na bang ano yung ay nanay ko? O may kanta bang gusto na sabihin? Pero,
Hi, Justin! Ano ba naman din sa Yes. Papaswerte. Hindi naman masaswerte.
Parang kasi kanina si You Are So Beautiful para sa Madeir ni Raven. Yung iniligtas ka niya para kanina ni Justin. Para po pinagdating niya sa sarili. Para po kanina po na makakapagpupulit na kami beautiful. Lalo na po na people. So, hindi na nagre-remind sa'yo to keep it going. Alam mo ba, ano man, mahirapan ka, hindi ka makakahama ng sa pera. Kasi,
Fangirl, I recently saw your stuff. Can't wait for a deep dive into your content. Wow, thank you, thank you. Hope you like it.
yun lang yung pagkikawalahan mo na sure ka.
Yeah.
Kasi di ba sa mga tao sa paligid mo, sa kapatid mo, sa likod mo, sa piling mo, hindi ko naman talaga sure. Hindi ka na sure. Sino ba talaga yung supporter? Sino ba yung hater? Diba? Sabi nga nila, kung ba you're a man from the top, pinaka-tao ka rin na nagsusupport sa'yo. Usually, ang pinaka-nagsusupport sa'yo,
D Daddy Y Senpai. Hi sir, how did you blending your charcoal pencil shading? I use several blenders like this one. This is an amazing. This is the foam blender. It's great for super rough charcoal strokes that you want to smoothen or to blend. Mcash508, how many art pencils do you use? I use colored pencils, charcoal pencils, graphite pencils, pastel pencils, 4. Madison Warnock. She has dreams to be Mariyoshi. She's talking about she's D Daddy Senpai, how foam can blend charcoal, sir? Yeah, it rubs it. It rubs the charcoal and it pushes the charcoal in the tooth of the paper.
The wind that moves the down is the wind that blows my love. To find its way to you forever. Kanino mo gustong dalhin na ba? Yung pag-ano ko? Sa mga. Nasaan siya? Nasa Burma ako. Kasi lumaki po ako ng wala sa sabang. Napakahirap ko kasi. Pero napakasalamat ko sa
Mcash508. How long did that amazing picture take to make? I've been working with this portrait on and off for weeks already because I'm not focused alone on this picture, but it's quite a quick picture drawing because I use charcoal pencils, which is a lot quicker medium to use compared to graphite pencils and colored pencils.
Kumbaga, sinusulat ng oras na bakante niya na. Kasi hindi nataglang ko yung bakante ng
Fun girl, I like it drawing better than the photo. Awesome. Wow, thank you, thank you. D Daddy Senpai, sir, in which class did you learn English? Means the English must be subject rights. Here in the Philippines, we have English subjects from primary school to high school, even to college. So even if we're not that fluent 100%, we know how to communicate a little bit with English. Actually, English has become our second language.
Yung mga anak ganyan lang, yung tigas-tigas sa ulo, na may rebeldehan, diba? Kasi meron tayong gusto ng prosyekte, meron tayong gusto ng prosyekte.
Mcash508, what kind of charcoal do you use? I use charcoal pencil. The brand is General's charcoal pencils. Correct, this is a soft charcoal. Powdery soft charcoal.
Siyempre, ang mga nanay ko sa Pilipinas, nanay ako, kung tama, kung dapat hindi magpakumbaba, sorry. Pero siguro kung time na ano ko na rin yun, naaral ko na rin at na-master ko na talagang meron ko, or kasama na rin sa wisdom and action. Pero masarap din ang pakiramdam na i-aaral ko sa so, makakasya mo. So, at least ngayon, alam na ni mama, hindi mauulit, ganyan. Kaya pag minsan pag sinasabi ko, anak ko, mama, nakikita naman ang ulo mo, relax, si Jawa.
D Daddy Senpai, sir, you can try Cretacolor charcoal. Let me know if it's good or not. I tried the Cretacolor Nero oil-based, but not yet the charcoal. And let's see if I can try that too.
Kaya pagka nakikita ko na na-appreciate ko, sobrang laking bagay.
Mcash508, did you take art classes to learn your skills? No, I didn't. It's all self-studies and years of practice, I guess.
Ayan ako naiyak na kasi ano gusto ko sa tatay ko na gusto ko na lahat ako lang sinabi ni nanay. Magkano? Okay, aminin mo. Ganyan naman din talaga ang nanay. Lahat ako dati, lola ko ganyan din, nakakaalala ko. Pero, pinipilay mo. Humingi mo ako lang.
So kung papipiliin ka, anong mas gusto mo ipagpatuloy? Pagkanta o pagiging spokesperson?
D Daddy Senpai, sir, did you draw the nose with pencil shading? Yeah, this is pure charcoal pencil. Mcash 508. Do you have any advice for new artists? First, find your style. Find what you want to do. If you want realism, semi-realism. If you want pencil mediums, start somewhere. Start because I know you have already an idea of what medium more or less would you excel, and then practice on it, and don't rush. It takes time, but um, just don't stop, just be motivated to improve. That's it, because a lot of artists, young artists, are can easily get frustrated. They want something quick, especially nowadays. Younger artists are very impatient, and they want something instant and quick, but it's not. This is something that you have to cultivate, you have to improve on over the years, and you have to discover, and that journey alone is really an amazing journey. As a beginner, I took the challenge, I took the journey. It was a lot of ups and downs, but yeah, that's reality. That's part of it. It's part of the process. The Daddy Senpai, sir, I'm trying charcoal and pen ink art style. Oh, that's a good art style. Pen and ink. I'm not into that, but I admire lots of artists who can create beautiful artworks using pen ink.
Hi, Josh, labing isa. Sa palagay mo ba magmula na sumali dito ang mga nag-improve ko? Ba't labing isa ka pa rin? So dapat labing ko ang labing apat ka na. Kasi nung nagsimula ka dito labing isa. So kung nag-improve ka dapat labing dapat 20 ka na naman. May mga kung 20 sila. Tulad tayo sa siya. Josh 20. Ang ganda, ito naman light na meron ng ganda ng diba? You get along with a little prayer and the song. Sabi ko, at tapos sa pamilya, parang hindi nyo may yung pamilya mo na, diba, mahirap, pero kailangan namin magdasal sa kayo.
My hand,
Para sa inyo,
baby, don't be scared. Other things that could go wrong along the way. Mcash 508, you make me want to learn charcoal when I see your amazing work. Yeah, this is an amazing medium. This is quicker, more expressive, and then it's quite enjoyable to use because it has quick coverage. Meaning, with just few stroke, you can already achieve some shadows, and it's dark. It's dark. I love how dark it is compared to graphite pencils. It can achieve so much darkness that is so nice to look at, especially the contrasts. D Daddy Senpai, that was my original art style I have made when I was into 12H pen and charcoal. Wow.
Pero tama yan. Once in a while, we have to smile. Yes. So napasmile kaya ako natin natin.
Mcash 508, you make it look easy. Well, maybe because of the several years of experience, but if you got used to it, it will become easier and easier each day, each time.
Carmona Cavite, Raven Umali.
Smile
Nagmamalaking oral ni Bataan, Justin Yan.
is aching.
Pwede rin ang alas ng Ilocos Norte, Lawag City, Zorlan, Sevilla.
Mga kumibili ng pinadala ng Novaliches, Quezon City, Josh Lagisa. With an average score. With an average score of with an average score of 99.3%. At 99.3%, konti na lang, alcohol ka na, 99.9%. Pero dahil hindi ka alcohol, 99.3% ang nakuha mong score. Actually, ang pinakamataas na puntos yata.
Mcash 508. I didn't realize Amazing Art takes long time.
Kaya ang score na nakuha.
Maybe not too long if you are very persistent, but yeah, that's true. It requires time.
Siya ang unang nakaupo dyan at sa pangalawang pagkakataon, David, sa iyo ulit ang Instant Spotlight.
PG contract na.
Ready na. At para naman maging malinaw sa bandang people na ito naman po ang scores ng iba pa natin quarter-finalists.
Ang tataas, diba? 99, 97, 96, 94, kasama may 95. 97. Wala naman yun eh. Kaya, bukas isang quarter-finals na naman ang hindi.
Smile, though your heart is breaking. Even though it's come surrender to the rush of day when the heat of the rolling world can return away. An enchanted moment, it sees me through. To this darkest night, eating time with yours. Can you feel the love tonight? There's a time for everyone if they only learn. Mcash 508, this is incredible. I hope you can learn your skills. That's not impossible. That's so much, very much possible for everyone. Twisting the kaleidoscope, it's a song turn. D Daddy Senpai, sir, will you upload this charcoal tutorial on YouTube? Yes, I will. Let the twisting kaleidoscope moves us all in turn. Raise her iron reason to the wild outdoors. across the void. Need some time can feel the love tonight. Ralph, Kuya Bendy, nag-add to cart po ako sa Shopee ng Conte Apari pencil. Yung Pierre Noir 3B. Ingat ka sa pagtasa. At saka keep your fingers crossed na hindi mabagsak nung nung rider. M Cash 508, how do you get the hair so detailed? I just started using what do you call it, lighter charcoal, and then I build it layer after layer. Because the hair is melting into the background, so there has to be no sharp like what do you call it, no sharp divide between the background and the hair. It's a time for everyone if they only learn. That the twisting kaleidoscope moves us all in turn. Is a rhyme and a reason to the wild outdoors. Let the star cross the void. Need some time with yours. Can you feel the love tonight? Is this where you are? I think that's enough to make kings and vagabonds believe the best. Kuya, about sa black finical pencils, ano yun, yung classmate ko po, nirecommend niya sa akin na gumamit ng black finical pencils po for my drawings. Mcash 508, do you have to layer everything to get that detail? I use 3 different grades of charcoal. I have the hard charcoal 2B, the middle charcoal which is the 4B, and the soft and darkest charcoal which is the 6B. I need to because it has to reflect the correct shadows. There's a time for everyone if they only learn. Twisting kaleidoscope Moons is all in turn. There's a rhyme and reason to the wild outdoors. From this dark fortune, beats in time with yours. Kiki Kick. Wow, thank you. Dida the Senpai, sir, use compressed charcoal sticks. No, I don't use that. I tried using that before. Rudranch Artist 001. Hello. It's a time for everyone. If they only learn that the twisting kaleidoscope. Double Alpha Junior, love the detail on the teeth. Wow, thank you. Mcash 5 do you use white pencils? I do, but not on this portrait because here I use white paper. But whenever I use charcoal on toned gray or toned papers, I use the white pencil. Rude Rush Artisanship, can you draw the point of man nose in bottom? If they only learn that the twisting kaleidoscope is on turn. N. Anong papel po yan, kuya? Ano to? Canson Mitientes White. There is a time for everyone if they only learn. Twisting kaleidoscope. And Cash 508, what paper should I use for charcoal? You can try this one. This is very good. Charcoal Mitiantes. You can try charcoal CA grain. Anything with a little bit of texture. You can even try cold or hot pressed watercolor papers. Just don't use super smooth papers because if there's no texture, there will be nothing to grab the charcoal powder.